Good morning. Good morning. How we doing on this fine day? Oh no, I wasn't trying to call nobody. Um, Hope we're doing well. Looks like SPX decided right at 9 o'clock to decide to make a pop. So here we go. Good morning. Good morning. I'm giving time for all the places to let the people know that we're here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, uh-huh. 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 Good morning. Good morning. I'm not sure if y'all can see my screen. I probably should switch over so you all can see the how SPX is starting to do its little thing. It's good little work. Screen two. Yep. Allow screen two. Screen two. Screen two. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me add this page as well. Make sure we're going to all the places and that all the people know that we are here. Oh, goodness. My chair stuck. All righty. Y'all can see my screen. Yes, it's good old Monday. Hope everybody had a really good Christmas. We've had a couple of days off as far as our morning calls. I didn't come on live yesterday evening, which I normally do on Sundays, but I didn't because I was traveling. Good morning, Lisa. I was on the highway. We're traveling. So I had to get back home, and it's really tough to hop off the road and then hop on to a call. So I went ahead and moved you out the way. Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? Come on, baby. There we go. Move you off of that screen and onto the other one. How about we do that? There we go. We're ready for a good Monday morning. This is the last 2 or 3 days of the year. We got, today is the 30th. Tomorrow, 31st. Wednesday, the market is closed. Of course, there's that. Oh, no. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. All the different things are popping up. Popping up. Okay, now I need to adjust it. Now I need to adjust it. Okay. There we go. All righty. So let's let me do this. Focus on what we got going here. Got SPX 500. And for those of you who look for the ES SPX conversion, I used SPX 500 on TradingView. So I don't know if there's a way on, I'm pretty sure there's not a way on, well, there could be on Thinkorswim to get to the between or aftermarket, post-market stuff. I don't know if it is, but SPX 500 is a way for you to see it on TradingView, and there may be a way in Thinkorswim. I've yet to find it. Some people have and do, but we've talked about it before, but I don't know if we ever confirmed that there was something we could work with. Good morning, Miss Marsha. Good morning, Mr. West. How we're doing? All right. My mouse is acting crazy. Something's on it. That's why it's sticking. Alrighty. Let's go through our slides. This morning, the VIX is come on. Of course, now that when I'm here, it's just me. It does like it's supposed to do, but as soon as we get people on the call, it starts going slow. The VIX is at 18.38 right now. up 2.4. VIX being up generally, of course, general, everything is generally, nothing is ever everything and all the time. Generally, that means the market is down a bit, which we can see from the chart we just looked at, that the market, this is the 15-minute chart. We can take it to a higher time frame. This is, again, SPX 500, and we've had a bit down. This is the futures. We, of course, could go straight to the ES, and we could look at the ES, and the ES will also tell us, you know, what futures. ES is the futures, and this is what ES futures looks like at this point. So this lets you know there is some, you know, downward motion in the 9-10 hour. Good morning, Tanya. How we doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Okay. So y'all might have heard by now, Jimmy Carter passed away. Yesterday, I guess it was. Jimmy Carter was 100 years old. And I think he died yesterday. So rest in peace, rest in paradise, rest in heaven, all the places of rest, wherever you're resting. You know, I like to believe he's resting in heaven, but he did a lot of good work on the earth, but we do know that good work on the earth isn't automatically access to heaven. Well, I know that. Everybody don't know that. Some people don't believe that. Now, I'm not going into that on my call this morning about what I believe about where people go and how living a good life is not necessarily the access point. All right. Dow futures fall more than 300 points in the second to last trading session in 2024. So the Dow futures are down a bit. Pre-market. I haven't done this pre-market stuff in a minute. So as far as where, oh, there we go. It's popping up. It's popping up now. Yeah. We've had a few air crashes over the weekend, which Boeing, yeah, Boeing has, that crash in South Korea was a no bueno. Boeing falls pre-market as South Korea order 737-800 inspection. Basically, the landing gear didn't come down, and the plane basically landed on itself, crashed into a wall, and caught on fire. And all but 2 people died or perished in the wreckage. So that's sad on many fronts. And Boeing, of course, can't catch a break. Can't catch a break. So Dow futures is here. It's red, down 1.08%. S&P futures down 1.29%. NASDAQ futures down 1.47%. Oil is green. US 10-year bonds down just a taste. Just a taste. If we look at Europe and Asia, Europe is red across the board. Asia is red across the board, except for Shanghai, which is up 0.21%. South Korea's Kospi falls on tepid industrial data. Political turmoil. Jeju Air shares hit probably record low, even though I don't want to pick that, but I'm sure it says it hits a record on the downwards ride. I couldn't see it like we're going up. You know, I couldn't see that being the case. So as far as things that are happening this week, right? These are happening this week. Chicago PMI is this morning at 9:45. Pending home sales month over month at 10. Tomorrow, S&P Composite HPI, which is Housing Prices Index, is what this is, just tomorrow at 9 before the market opens. Wednesday is a bank holiday, which means the market is closed. Thursday, unemployment claims is coming in before market opens. PMI, construction spending, crude oil, that's all on Thursday. Friday, you've got a red folder PMI, manufacturing, FOMC Barkin will speak at 11. So there's not a lot happening in the way of data and such, but we do have some orange folders and some reds. So just keep in mind that the volume is probably going to be low again this week while people are, you know, getting themselves reset for next week's startup and taking some downtime. So just, you know, expect that to be. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Nankali. Hey, how y'all doing? Do you think the market will continue to go down? You know, it's what it is. It could, but you know what's weird is Boeing has had such a tragedy. But shoot, Boeing, some of those big companies will drop and then they'll hit some kind of buy order. And it'll start running. It's crazy how that works, to be honest. Selena says, good morning, everyone. Let's have a great day. Absolutely. So just know that the market's going to do what it do. Trade what you see. right? That's what we do. We trade what you see, not what you think to see, but trade what you see. As far as the economic calendar goes for today, looks like PMI is at 9:45, 10 o'clock pending home sales, 10:30. I know this is small for you all to read. 10:30 is the Dallas Fed manufacturing business. 3:30, we've got some speculative positions. And the 3-month and 6-month bill auctions are happening at 11:30. So not a whole lot happening there. 9:45, this Chicago PMI is the biggest thing going this morning at 9:45, right? That's the biggest thing going. Let's go look at our charts. Oh, I'm going to go to Adams numbers first before I go to the charts. Come on, Cletus. Add to the stage. It should be coming up now. Come on. There we go. On Friday, SPX lost a 3-day support shelf at 60.18, triggering the short for a 60-plus point sale. We got a nice short squeeze late day Friday to 59.80 plus target before the sale continued. The plan for today, fairly simple. Bulls must recover 59.39. 59.39 is the number that is on SPX, right? There's like a 47-point difference, 47-point gap between SPX and ES. So for those who work their own gap, there's a 47-point difference. I know we were using the SPX converter or SPY converter site, and that worked fine, but I don't know if they changed over to the new nomenclature. So it's not being as accurate right now. So what I do is I compare, if I'm doing it before market opens, I compare SPX 500 and ES together, and I find that difference mathematically, because you can look at it that way. That's the way I do it. So when the market is open, and you want to make that comparison, just compare SPX and ES. You can do your own difference between those two and work your own numbers. So the SPY converter does make it easy if it's working right. But if it's not working right, then that hadn't bought you anything, right? We really need it to do what it's supposed to be doing. This way. I should be moving this way. Okay. So, alrighty, 47 point. Let me finish this. So bulls must recover 59.39 to squeeze to 59.59 plus. Otherwise, 59.08 and 58.95 are down next. These are going downward. So if you're trading XSP, we've got 602 as the call credit spread and 589 as our put credit spread number. That does seem like a big gap there. But that's what it is. And it's also in our Telegram group. So if you're not capturing it here, you can see it on the Telegram. In our Telegram groups, I put that piece of information. Yes. Our small account growth accelerator is starting this coming weekend. It's starting next weekend, I guess it is, because now it's Monday. But this coming weekend, we will have a session on the 4th where we'll really lay out what's our criteria, what's our plan and everything. We're going to do all that stuff on Saturday. If you're talking about joining us, you want to come on and join us in the small account growth accelerator. It's happening inside of the Option Sellers membership. So if you want to join us, that's where we'll be. I'm putting the link in here into the comments again. Okay. It looks like Janae says Habari Ganai went to Commanders game. The Commanders won. Look at you. What my husband this morning mentioned that. He said, Washington won. You were at the game. Look at you. Look at you, girlfriend. Got some tickets. I hope you didn't pay a whole lot for the tickets, or maybe you got them for a discount or for the free. That would have been even better. But good for you. Well, shoot, for the money that you know how they do at the dollar movie. They let you in the dollar movie for $1 because they know they're going to get the money out of you on all the other stuff, the food, the popcorn, the drinks. Are going to get money out of you in that front. So the movie is super cheap. And but so the football game should do the same thing. They should let you in the football game for super cheap, because for the money you spend while you're in there, They don't make their money back. I remember we went to a football game. It's been several years back now. We went to a Tampa Bay football, and this was back when Tampa Bay was sorry. They was losing real bad, and you couldn't bring anything in. And we went to go buy water, and the water bottle was literally, and not even a real good sized water bottle, was like, it was either $5 or $10 at that time. And this, I'm talking about a good number of years ago. I'm talking about maybe 10 years ago that happened. And thinking, for the money you pay for stuff while you're in there, you might as well get in for free. Janae says, we will end over 6,000. All right, well, speak it, child. Speak it. Our small account growth accelerator, we're going to turn 1K into 6K without staring at your screens all day. Right? We're going to start with the 1K, or where you start, we'll work and grow what you have. Semi-passive strategies, we're going to use seller strategies. That's what we're using. Supportive coaching and community. And we're all inside of our option seller membership. We got small accounts, but we got big goals. All right. We got small accounts, but we got big goals. This is the membership. This is the option sellers membership and all that goes along with that. Basically, learn, trade, profit all the seller's way for option selling, supportive community for trading, profitable strategies, and daily profits for growing your account, as well as training and support. One of the things we're going to incorporate in this accelerator, which I keep wanting to call it a challenge, but it is not a challenge. It's just we've called everything else a challenge. That's not what this is. But one of the things we're going to do is to incorporate some zero DTE things as well, because we've got a lot of people in our community who are trading zero DTE, and we're going to work along with that. We're going to all support and work it together, and we're going to make it do what it do. Going to make it do what it do. Our list of trades for this week is here. We've got some put credit spreads, some call credit spreads here, and we've got 2 Iron Condors. Gold and McDonald's are on the Iron Condor list. On the put credit spread or the bullish list, we've got Apple, Costco, DIA, Disney, IBM, JP Morgan, Microsoft, Triple Q, Ross, SPY, TJ Maxx, Visa, VU, and Walmart. All those are on the bullish list or put credit spreads. And on our bearish list or our call credit spreads, we've got Chevron, IYR, Johnson & Johnson, Lowe's, Merck, Pepsi, Procter & Gamble, UPS, Verizon, XLE, and XLU. So the energy and utility sector are there. Iron Condors, we got those too. I'm basically looking at Triple Q and SPY. I've thought about Microsoft a little bit, but I'll see. But those are the ones I'm going to look at, and we're going to go to the chart. I'm going to see Mr. West. Mr. West is, let me see what you asked me for, Mr. West. You asked me for Costco. You asked me for Costco. Okay. Let me see if we can get to Costco. I think that was where we wanted. Oh, I was mentioning the SPX, that we do the trading zero DTE. I was mentioning that. And the SPX playbook, which we've had for a while, I created a strategy, and here it is. It's a zero DTE strategy. And I put it all into this SPX playbook. And I updated it over the last week or so. I updated it. I started, then I get excited, then I'm like, then I end up doing something else, and then I traveled, and then I finally finished it off. So it's now updated. If you previously purchased the SPX playbook, if you previously purchased it, you can go. I sent you all an email that gave you the link to the updated copy. If you previously purchased it, you got the link to the update. And if you didn't, send me a message or whatever, and we'll go on with that. If you did not purchase it, you need to do that, right? Especially if you're coming into the accelerator, because we're going to be using it inside the accelerator. I was asked by one of the people who purchased the book, I think it was Selena, if we were going to update the videos. And actually, I have. We did a whole masterclass on how to use SPX and the various ways and the various times, but I still may update the videos. Maybe we'll use some of our live trading times. We'll use those times to help us update the videos. We'll do it that way. So there we are with that. All of this happens though inside of the membership. So I keep saying that, and I hope if you're listening that everything happens and will happen inside the membership. Inside, all the help, all the support, all the guidance, all the training, all the is happening inside the membership. That's where I'm putting my energy, because I don't have, but my bandwidth is so I'm putting all of my energy, time, and talent into the membership and those that are there hanging out with us. Okay, so if you want all the extras, all this, then that's where we're getting it at, is over inside the membership. Okay, alrighty. Let's go to look at Costco. I'm looking forward to it as well, Nankali. I'm looking forward to it as well. SPXplaybook.net is where you can find the playbook. Okay. We're on the daily, and Mr. West asked me a specific question. I want to make sure I answer it. What's PKBT? Oh, okay, I know. But current price is $9.39. Okay, is this allowed for some downside retracement and then hold? So when Peakbot sets a strike, it's setting a strike based on the delta. Peakbot sets or selects strikes based on the delta. So when you're looking at Peakbot for put credit spread, call credit spread, whatever, it's looking at what's the 30 delta at the time that it runs that information. So current price, you said here, 932 is current price, is because we're in the pre-market. But when that alert closed up, it said 939.70. When that alert closed, or when that was run and the alert was posted, it was looking at the 30 delta on the put side. So that's really what that's all about. Okay. Let's how did I know that was? Oh no, that's not bad. Okay, so let me make sure that I can get us to where we want to be. Costco, before I move this to the screen. We've got about 3 minutes before the market opens. But if we're looking at Costco, it's on our screen right now. We're looking at our support, which would be right here at 924. I see for a support. And in this general vicinity, remember, our supports and things are zones. They're not just hard numbers. There's a gap here. Oh, this gap was filled already, though. From a support standpoint, I do see something else in here. Yeah. Over in here, this is also support at not right where we are now. 933.50 is where there's some support here as well. And another one is right around the 920 or 933.40 area. Okay, so you've got some places of support underneath where we currently are. Current price, like I said, let me see if I can get this to show. I don't generally have it show pre-market hours because we're trading several days. What are you doing? Okay, because we're trading several days, we don't necessarily look at every pre-market up and down move. There's one right here though. So keep that in mind. There's 943 is also some resistance there, and that's back from November the 8th and the 11th. All righty. So if we switch from here though and look at now, the market's not open yet, but once the market is open, we're going to be able to see this a little bit better. Let me make these bigger so everybody can kind of get the full view. Very large. Okay, we're going to want to look at this when we just talked about how come on. Okay, I know what I'm thinking. I just now got to put it into words. Where we just looked at where we see support in the 933 area. Looks like 929 area. That's where we are, and then the 924. So we want to get below 924, and the next one's all the way down here at 907, which it seems a little bit far away. Let's look at, we've got a plus minus or an IV of 18 over here. 18 is our number. So if we were to just take 18 from this, that puts us at 920. All right. Puts us at 920. 920 also has us at a 78%. Again, the market's not open. It's going to open here in 44 seconds. So as soon as the market opens, we're going to be able to see when these things are going to readjust. I'm certain focusing on your members' growth will come back tenfold. I love this for all of you. Okay, so let's wait till the market opens and see what we see. But at this point, I'm looking at the 9:20 area time zone, and also Mr. West or whoever. When you're looking at the peak bot alerts and the peak bot watch list, that watch list runs every 5 minutes. So once the market is open and you start seeing some movement in the price from over the weekend, check again to see that strike that you're looking at. Right, you want to check that strike just before you enter. That way you can see exactly what's being suggested or what the delta has to say. So opened up Costco 931. It looks like 910 is the 78%. The delta here is a 20 delta. Again, Peakbot suggests a 30 delta, which will put you at 920, which is the same thing we just talked about. So if we're looking at 915, 920, I would change this to vertical. 915, 920 is paying $110 for a 5 spread. All right, so that's about 22% return on that money. All righty, yeah, I would get down into the 910, down in that area. So we've got a plus minus again IV of 18. If you take 18 off of this 931, that should put you in a general zone that you're looking for. Okay, there's that. So coin, if you're looking at Peakbot and using the Peakbot watch list, definitely check it right before you enter. Check it before you enter, because that's going to give you the most recent update. And again, they're pulling the 30 delta, so you really can, you don't necessarily have to have the alerts for that. You can look at the 30 delta yourself, but they're going to also give you a wide spread as well. They're also going to give you a wide spread. Now, it looks like several things opened up down, and we can see that they're leaving gaps behind, and a lot of these stocks don't like to leave gaps behind. So like Costco is here. Costco, I would say, would definitely be in the bearish area at this point. This is the daily chart, and Costco's been on a down ride for a minute. So let's see a down trending ride. We've got, I see support at 279 and support at 290. You can also look at, there's going to be resistance, not support. There's going to be resistance at this 265 just before where that gap is. So if you're looking there at Costco, coin, I probably would go with a call credit spread on the call credit spread side for this week. And if we're looking, it's got an implied volatility of 19.5 or 20. So if you add, that puts you at what, 275, something like that. 275, yeah, is a 21 delta, 81% probability out of the money in this same area. So if you wanted, 275, 277.5, looks like it's paying $23 for a 2.5 spread. I kind of like a one closer, because when you look over here, I see that the 28 delta or the 75% probability out of the money is at 270. So 272.5, I probably would get just a little bit closer. 272.5 is paying $35 for that 2.5 spread, and 270 is paying $61 for a 2.5 spread. That would be, that's more like my lane, because 270 was lower than the 30 delta. But it all comes down, 30 delta, 267.5, all comes down to where your comfort level is, and everybody should trade responsibly. Nothing I talk about is ever, investment advice, but I really like especially if we look at the chart again and we see where is the resistance on this chart. Nope, that's not what we wanted. We need that back. The next resistance up would be this 265. Right, and then the next one is up to 270, somewhere in there. Let me see if this has some movement. There's one right here at 274. So if you want it, depending on how many resistance levels you need to feel comfortable, there's that. Okay, coin, let's look at AVGO. AVGO has a pretty massive little gap down here that has yet to fill. gapped up. That must have been earnings. It has also hit some resistance and pulled back. This gap here is not quite filled yet. There was a gap between the close and the open. There was a gap in here. All of this, now I'm cut, but only some of the price action has filled it, but not all of it. As you can see here, there's only a little red candle here that has filled that, but not all of it has filled. Let me see which one of these will shut that line off. Probably none, because I think that's an EMA. I was tossed in the water, but I never went under. What is this? It has to be that has to be an EMA. Always on time. How'd I get that line in there? Anyway, okay. So that's where we are. I would look at, you know what? I'm actually seeing something that may be some iron condor action. Y'all know I'm a fan of an iron condor. AVGO, if you were going down here to 214 area, you actually got that. And you've got 218 area up at 245, 218, 245. So let's see what shows up here. AVGO. AVGO. Looking on the put credit spread side, we're down to 222.5, which is about, that's right, 10 here, 222.5. And going to the top, I'd probably go with 242.5. So 222, 242, change it to a vertical. 222.5 is paying $37. 242.5 is paying another $48. So 37 and 48 is about $85 for a 2.5 spread. AVGO 222.5, 242.5. Put your pencil on it. Put your pencil on it, Tom. Put your pencil on it. Yep, that's what you do. Watch and make sure, of course, you want to trade what you see. No, not that chart, because it's got too much stuff going on that chart. Trade what you see. So let's take ourselves down to a shorter time frame. Put your supports on there, some smaller time frame supports. And when you see, when it comes and hits and rejects a support or hits and rejects a resistance, that's when you go ahead and enter going the other way. If it comes down to support and rejects, then you put in your trade going on the put credit spread side. If it goes up, hits your resistance and rejects, then you go and get in a call credit spread going that way. Okay. This means you need to go to smaller time frames and do your charting. You need to go to your charting on smaller time frames and make sure that you've got some support and resistance areas that let you know, Janae, you are funny. That let you know where you can enter and where you can exit. I said, put your pencil on it. Put your pencil on it. Yeah, put your pencil on it. So that way you can know that that's what you want to do. Put your alerts in. Do all of that. Okay. Let me see what other comments we got. I think I wasn't planning on being here a whole long time, but I wanted to make sure I came on this morning because I wasn't on yesterday, because I wasn't there yesterday. Let me see if I want to bring, I know where I wanted to go next. Okay, this page first. I have a page of the free resources, the Educator to Trader free resources. HTTP, not that many of them. I put too many. E2T-freebies.com. This is where all the free stuff that I have is available. You got all the things. You got some stuff for charting. You've got a whole charting webinar that's free. The 7 mistakes traders are making that's keeping them from 7 figures. Zero DTE, cheat code, quick start guide. What's the trading strategy that's best for you? I need to send this one to all the people who are joining our membership, who are joining our accelerator now. So that way everybody knows what's their best strategy. 5 hacks for SPX. We've got the E2T membership. The morning calls are going to shift a little bit in 2025. We'll keep you posted on that, but that won't be the same thing at this point as it is right now. We'll see. We got a free Facebook group here. I wrote an ebook about credit spreads versus debit spreads. That's all here. And if you want to join our Telegram, our exclusive Telegram group, you can do that here as well. That's all at the e2tfreebies.com. And then we have my website where all of the resources, all of the paid resources are located. Educator2trader.com is where everything is located here. Trying to keep everything in one spot. Educator. I type faster than the system keeps up, and then I have to go back and fix it because it don't have all the right stuff. Anyway, where the small account accelerator is happening inside the membership, that is right here on the left. One-on-one coaching. Everybody doesn't need a class, doesn't need a membership, doesn't need a whatever. Some people just won't talk to me one-on-one. Now, if you join the membership, there is a 15-minute session that comes along with that. But one-on-one coaching is not 15 minutes. It is the hour plus. It's really where we identify what it is you need, and we move forward from there. That's the one-on-one coaching. The one that comes with the membership is a small 15 to 20 minute. Let's talk a little bit about your goals and what you want the membership to do, how you want it to serve you, yada, yada, what we offer, what you want, yada, how we try to mix those together. But one-on-one coaching is where you get one-on-one coaching. All right. Chart Your Way to 100K is a stock charting training course. Then we've got Options 411, which is the basics SPX training. A full SPX training is here. Credit Spreads Masterclass, which is a majority of what we trade is credit spreads, is here. We've got debit spreads. We've got the bundle. If you want to do debit spreads and credit spreads as a bundle. Cash Secure Puts is a big thing we've been leaning into. Covered calls, they go together in what's called the wheel strategy. So if you have one or the other and want to get them separately, you can. Or you can get the wheel strategy, which is all here together. The PDT hack goes along with the SPX playbook. It's actually in the SPX playbook if you bought it. But if you did not buy that, but all you need is the PDT hack or a way to work around your PDT issues and still lock in your profits and avoid the pattern day trader, then there's that over there. There's a bundle that includes everything I sell. All of my products are all in one big bundle that is here. Chart and Trade is a program we just finished. It's very successfully, I might add. If you want to create a trading plan, there's a little resource for that. Short selling is here, trader products. If you had the replays from Chart and Trade, there's a link to get back into that. We're not necessarily selling that, but you can get back into that if that's what you are interested in. Okay, educator2trader.com is where all of that stuff is. SPX playbook has been updated, as I said. I'm looking through the slides to make sure that I can cover everything we need to cover, and I think I have. Come on, one more slide. I want to make sure that when it brings up the slide we need, it's the one we actually need. Okay, we do have a trader's declaration. I think I'm going to update our trader's declaration for the coming year. We're going to, all things 2025, anytime you do this, the updates happen at the beginning of the year. It's weird. You don't have to wait. I decided, though, the first thing I'm going to focus on is getting my water intake up like it needs to be. So I figure I'm going to focus on one thing at a time, because y'all know me. I'm one who'll try to do too many things at once and then do a lot of stuff and none of it really, really great. So I'm going to focus on my water intake first, or stick with it. It's not that I don't do things great. It's just that sometimes I'll start something strong and then I don't stick with it. Okay, the declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My account is growing more and more each week. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it is you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war and our fingers to fight. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 All righty. So let's remove, this was a trades journal. There we go. Back to me. All righty. So we're about 15 minutes into the market opening. Will be, I may or may not be on later. I'm really kind of taking this week as it goes because I have things that are on the list for the week, and I don't want to put things in there like hard times. But if you are a member too and you have not signed up for your, or you signed up for your membership conversation, and I got to go look at my calendar to make sure I've got everybody already in there. But if not, then you need to reach out to me so we can get that done before this Saturday. I want to make sure everybody's got their conversation with me before this Saturday when we do kick off the Small Account Growth Accelerator. All righty. Okay, everybody, I want you to do 2 things, maybe 3, but definitely 2 things. I want you to stay green. I want you to get this money. And thirdly, I want you to have a great green day. All right, everybody, we'll see you in the market. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. I push end the stream, but it doesn't want to end the stream.